Hello and welcome back. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open. It's a live interactive program that brings the Bronx to New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Leading things off, our first guests are from Public Prep, and they join us for a look at these charter schools and their programs and enrollment. We welcome CEO Yvonne Rowe. Give them a big round of applause, everybody in the studio and at home.
Good morning.
And parents, Michael, Malcolm, and Yvonne. She said, "You better say my name right." And she said,
Guillen.
It's spelled like Gillian. We welcome you guys to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning. So tell us about these wonderful charter schools and the programs that you guys are working with.
Well, thank you for having us this morning. I'm honored to be here with our parents, Michael and Yvonne. But Public Prep is a network of public charter schools. We're the nonprofit organization that supports our girls' prep and boys' prep schools in the Bronx and actually in the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Gotcha.
We're the only network that's exclusively focused on single-gender public charter schools. So we have about 2,000 girls and boys in our all-girls and all-boys schools and on 5 campuses. And our first school started way back when in 2005. And those girls that started in kindergarten and first grade way back when are now in schools like, they're starting in their sophomore and junior years of college in schools like Cornell, Yale, Howard, really wonderful, wonderful schools. So we're really excited to be offering opportunities to put Bronx students on that same pathway to college.
And I'm sure some of the students will be willing to come back and share their experience at your schools.
We have a number of our alumni.
Going to hire some of them?
Oh,
there you go.
Right? Exactly.
Jobs over here.
Yeah, well, it's all about ensuring our young people have choice.
Yes.
And they have got the power to choose their own destiny.
That's so important. You got to plant that seed to have that opportunity, to have that choice. You can decide whether or not you want to do this, that.
Yeah, and a lot of our parents want that. Right now, today in mid-December, we have nearly 3,000 families on our wait list for our Girls Prep Bronx and our Boys Prep Bronx schools.
Standing in line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason that our parents are here to say, why is it that this education is so important?
Yes, and it's always important to have the parents backing the situation every step of the way. Also, often you hear stories about parents not, because we live in New York City, sometimes you can't show up to everything, all the meetings and everything, but it's important for the parents to be involved with your student or your child every step of the way.
I completely agree. As a member of the community council at Girls Prep, our role is to kind of bridge the gap between the community, between the staff and families to make sure that we're advocating in the right direction for them.
Yeah. And are you guys married or just
No.
separate? What am I starting here? I'm just asking.
No.
Okay. So you got involved because?
Well, yes, I actually have 3 daughters at Girls Prep.
Prep.
So I have 2 in the middle school, 1 in 6th grade, 1 in 8th grade. She's graduating this year. And I have 1 in first grade. We started our journey at Public Prep, I would say about...
I like the way she said that. We started our journey.
We are together. We are
Yes,
partners.
it's my family, us.
It's important.
About 7 years ago, I live in the South Bronx, so the schools around that area weren't so great. And I was scared as a parent, right? Because growing up, education was really important to me, and I wanted to make sure that my daughters received a great education despite the neighborhood that we lived in.
Yeah.
So I started researching charter schools, came across Girls Prep, we applied, and because of sibling preference, my older one got in. So my second one, who is now in the 6th grade, she got in. Because of sibling preference, my older one got in. So we were welcomed to the Girls Prep community. It was amazing. And I struggled with my older one in her former school. So when I came to Girls Prep, I explained to the teachers the situation that was going on with my daughter, that she was behind, and that, she needed that extra support. And I would say within 3 weeks, I saw the change in my daughter. They were coming home extremely happy, talking about what they learned in school. And my daughter went from being like one of the lowest performing students to one of the top performing students in the grade. And I just saw like how the teachers were, the staff in the school, just the parent community too. And I really, really love that. I say that us, like I said, as a family, when we went into Girls Prep and got accepted, we like won the lottery.
Yeah. When people say we got in, that's like, wow. After waiting in line for a long time or waiting to get in, we got in.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's really exciting on lottery day.
Too.
We do, but it's also bittersweet when we have to tell 3,000 plus families the best we can do is put you on a wait list, right? So that's why we're so excited, because we're opening our next all-girls, we're opening Girls Prep Bronx 2 this coming September. And so hopefully on the Chiron, you'll see where you can go to actually enroll your daughter, because it's going to be a fantastic school.
Yeah, wow. And some of those people that are waiting to get in now have an opportunity to get into this one.
Yeah, and our
They're doing
schools,
their list already.
right? And our schools start at pre-K, so 4-year-olds or 5-year-olds for kindergarten. We can't wait to see you and provide your daughter and sons, because we have boys prep too, to provide an exceptional education for your child.
Who qualifies? How do you get involved?
The beauty of our
Who's just
schools
sign
is
up?
that it's open to everyone.
Right.
You do get a geographic preference based on the district that you're in, but we don't screen. The whole idea is that we are a public school, and we are excited to have your daughter and your son, especially if you've been frustrated at the options, just like Yvonne was talking about. If you've been frustrated at the options that have been given to you in the traditional system, this is a new choice for you.
Yeah, yeah. So youngsters are flourishing.
Right.
Right?
Well,
you
and our-
help them with the homework? Of course, because
I
when they
do.
learn, you learn.
Absolutely. It's
There's some things that
definitely
they're learning that we didn't
a
learn.
new adventure with them.
Yeah. We've actually just started a whole new partnership with a home visiting program where the younger siblings, so as young as 18 months old, if our parents want it, can have 2 years of home visits
Yes.
by an early learning specialist. So by the time they enter pre-K, they're almost already 2 years ahead in terms of reading and vocabulary.
Yeah.
So we're doing a lot to partner with our
Right.
families to make sure that our kids have the best shot at success.
Malcolm in the middle.
Yes, sir.
Tell us more.
Um,
How are your kids faring?
Just to piggyback off of Ian, my son, he does participate in that program. So every Monday and Wednesday, we do have a mentor who comes into the home and helps him develop his literacy, his fine motor skills. So by the time he does reach pre-K, he'll be well ahead.
Yeah. But you guys are enjoying all the learning and education that's going on?
We are. It's a beautiful thing to actually be a part of it. Once again, it's a family. It's a growing family. So I've been a part of the family for 10 years now.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter actually had the opportunity to open the doors at Girls Prep Bronx.
What do you tell other parents who want to, really help out and get behind their youngsters the way you guys are doing it?
I think it's important to build relationships within your community, at the school, with the staff. It's important to develop those relationships and continue those relationships going forward. Advocating for your families, advocating for the families in your community, it always goes a long way.
And you?
I agree. I mean, to piggyback off of what Michael says, I'm very big on community, so I always tell folks to get involved, right? The more you get involved, the more better it is. You get to a better understanding of what's happening in the school community and just in your community in general. So, I always encourage folks to stay involved no matter what.
Yeah. What do you tell parents and what do you tell students?
I always say to our families, we can't do this alone. We have to have a partnership, because as much time as we spend with your children in school, they actually spend more time at home. So the more that we can be aligned around homework, around study habits, we're going to do great things together.
Yeah. Website?
Well, publicprep.org/enroll. That's how anyone can find out about how to join either our girls prep, our existing girls prep school, our boys prep school, or our new
one.
girls prep Bronx
Yeah.
2 that'll be opening in 2020 in September.
Thank you guys so much. Ian, Michael, Yvonne, safe to say it that way. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Give a big round of applause, everybody.
Thank you.
You going to
Thank-
tango with us later on?
I'd love to. I
Well,
saw
we got some
the
tango
rehearsal.
partners with us in a
Yeah,
little while. All right.
yeah, I love it.
We'll take a quick break. I've got more coming up next on Open.